Arc Raiders' progress is moving forward, and so are the weapons. We have seen a lot of buffs towards legendary weapons, and on top of that, a completely new one has been added to the legendary arsenal. I took all legendary weapons into raids and tested them against the most advanced enemy in the game right now, the Vaporizer. Vaporizers are relentless. Once they spot you and engage, they will hunt you down without hesitation. They have multiple attack types, ranging from a basic instant direct hit, a split attack that targets multiple raiders at once, and most importantly, a continuous burning laser beam that leaves the ground on fire after impact. At certain points during the fight, taking cover every few shots is not optional, it is necessary. In order to find out which legendary weapon performs best against them, I took them all out. The Aphelion, the Jupiter, the Equalizer, and of course the newest addition to the arsenal, the Dolabra Shotgun. Let me know in the comments which one you think will come out on top, and let us discuss whether any of these is your personal go-to weapon. Starting in 4th place, the Equalizer. The Equalizer is a fully automatic special beam rifle that uses energy clips to fire energy-based projectiles. And while it looks and sounds undeniably cool, its main purpose is stripping armor off arcs. It is extremely effective against the Queen and the Matriarch, and can shred through leapers and bastions very quickly, exposing their core. The main problem with the Equalizer against Vaporizers is the spin-up time. For those who do not know, spin-up time means the weapon needs a moment to get ready before it can fire. Somewhere between 1 and 3 seconds, depending on whether you can hold the trigger down before engaging. And this creates one critical problem. Vaporizers are agile and fast, which means they are only vulnerable in very specific windows. Those windows are exactly when you should already be shooting. Instead, you are using that time to spin the weapon up. The second problem is that the Equalizer relies on continuous fire. Unlike the Jupiter or the Dolabra, which fire in single shots, or the Aphelion, which fires in a 2-round burst, the Equalizer has 50 rounds in its energy clip. That means you need more time to deal your damage, and you need consistent aim throughout, which is extremely difficult when the Vaporizer is constantly moving and repositioning in the air. One genuine advantage the Equalizer does have is its range. It can be fired from a greater distance while staying in cover. The problem is that Vaporizers are fast enough to close that distance in a matter of seconds once they identify you. These two factors combined, the slow spin-up and the continuous fire dependency, put the Equalizer in 4th place today. Its strengths are real, but they shine in different situations, specifically in larger group raids where multiple raiders are engaging at once. Outside of that, it is not the right tool for this particular fight. And now, a quick break for our casual rat poison commercial. Do not worry, we will be back to our standard content short. For just $2.99 a month, you can support John Raider in making the Rust Belt a more acceptable place to live. In return, you will receive a cool supporter badge, and every single supporter gets placed into the Hall of Fame. Your support means everything, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you. Moving up to 3rd place, the Dolabra. The Dolabra is an experimental weapon that can either fire a wide, short-range blast, or be focused into a tight, medium-range beam of concentrated heat. Against Vaporizers, you will be relying almost entirely on the secondary focused mode for more precise ranged shots. While the Dolabra has a shorter ready time than the Equalizer, it still has one. The weapon needs a brief moment to build its energy burst before firing, and against something as agile as a Vaporizer, even a short delay matters. The second limitation is range. The Dolabra has the shortest effective range of all 4 legendary weapons tested today. It is a shotgun at its core, and that shows. When fighting Vaporizers, range and ready time are both critical, and the Dolabra is working against itself on both fronts. Damage output lands somewhere between 100 and 180, depending on distance and spread. That said, I found it surprisingly effective at stripping arc armor, taking out the core of a Vaporizer in just a few well-placed hits. The problem is that Vaporizers will not be giving you clean shots at their weak spots very often. So again, you are mostly targeting the thrusters from cover and working with whatever angle you can get. After extensive testing, I was genuinely surprised to find that I could take down Vaporizers in 2 to 3 energy clips with the Dolabra, making it more capable than it first appears. The range and ready time limitations still hold it back though, and that is why it lands in third place, just ahead of the Equalizer. So that leaves two weapons remaining, the Jupiter and the Aphelion. What do you think takes first and second place? Both of these weapons significantly outperform the Equalizer and the Dolabra, primarily because of their instant discharge. The Aphelion fires in a 2-round burst, while the Jupiter requires a brief charge before firing, yet releases instantly and with pinpoint precision. So let us start with the Aphelion. This weapon is among my personal favorites in the game, simply because of how it sounds and how capable it is in PvE at taking down flying arcs. The Aphelion fires in a 2-round burst, one shot after another, which can make managing the recoil of the second shot a little tricky at longer ranges. Nothing too difficult to handle though. The main feature of the Aphelion, however, lies in its special trait, and that is the pushback effect it has on flying arcs. When fighting Rocketeers, this weapon can be used in a way that pushes them back so aggressively they can even get tipped over, completely removing them from the fight. And so I hope the same would apply to Vaporizers. Unfortunately, they appear to be largely immune to the Aphelion's pushback. After testing it against multiple Vaporizers, I only managed to trigger the effect once or twice, which effectively removes one of the weapon's strongest advantages in this matchup. Even without that feature though, the Aphelion still holds its ground with manageable handling, instant firing, and a strong fire rate. The question is whether that is enough to claim first place. So let us look at the Jupiter and settle this. The Jupiter is a single-shot, laser-precise weapon. There are two standout features worth highlighting from the start. First, it holds the highest damage cap in the game, pushing beyond the 100 damage ceiling of weapons like the Anvil and Pharaoh, all the way up to 120. Second, it has the highest armor penetration of any legendary weapon, and not only does it penetrate arc armor, it fires directly into the core. In some situations, I was pulling off between 300 and 350 damage per shot on Vaporizers. The projectiles also have 0 bullet drop, making them exceptional for precisely tracking Vaporizers mid-repositioning. And while it is technically a bolt-action weapon, the reload time between shots is short enough to land at least 2 solid hits before needing to break for cover. For these reasons, the Aphelion takes second place and the Jupiter claims first, purely on the strength of its damage output. That said, I believe the Aphelion could push very close to first if its knockback mechanic is ever fixed to work consistently against Vaporizers. So, what do you think, Raiders? Is the Jupiter the ultimate weapon for taking down these flying menaces? Let me know in the comments what your go-to weapon is when facing Vaporizers. If you stayed with me until now, please consider liking and subscribing. It truly helps grow this channel. John Raider out.